Okay, let's jump right into this. Welcome, everyone, to this explainer, where we're going to uncover the hidden, everyday magic of online booking systems. We use these things so constantly, whether we're just grabbing a quick train ticket on our morning commute or, locking in that dream holiday, that we rarely actually stop to think about the immense, complex network that's just humming quietly beneath our screens. So today, we're going to break down exactly how these digital gateways actually work.
I mean, have you ever wondered how literally millions of people are out there searching and booking at the exact same moment, yet somehow nobody steals your specific seat? We've all had that absolute nightmare scenario flash through our heads, right? You show up to the stadium or the cinema, popcorn in hand, only to find a total stranger sitting in your claimed spot, holding the exact same ticket. It's a completely relatable fear, but thanks to the technology we're exploring today, it's pretty much a fear that never actually becomes reality. Let's look at why.
Section 1. The end of double booking.
So what does double booking actually mean in practice? Well, it occurs when the exact same seat or ticket gets sold to two different people simply because the database was, well, too slow to update its records. Back in the days of paper ledgers or even those early super sluggish computer networks, this was a massive headache. Today, the absolute most critical feature of literally any modern booking platform is its ability to perform immediate file updates. The very second you hit buy, that global file changes instantly, completely locking everyone else out of that specific piece of inventory.
And the scale of this technology is absolutely mind-blowing. Entire global industries rely entirely on these instant updates just to survive. You've got the travel industry managing endless flights, hotels, and trains. You've got the entertainment sector balancing cinema seats, theater shows, and giant packed music concerts. And of course, the sporting world, handling massive, roaring crowds for football matches, tennis tournaments, and golf events. If this instant update tech failed, even for just a few minutes, these multi-billion-dollar global industries would quite literally grind to an absolute halt.
Section 2. Weighing the pros and cons.
Now, while this whole ecosystem obviously has some brilliant perks, it prevents that dreaded double booking, gives us 24/7 availability to just buy whenever the mood strikes, provides immediate feedback, lets us pick our exact seats from a visual plan, and even serves up personalized special offers. There are some real trade-offs here. Setting up and maintaining these massive server networks comes at a very high cost to the business, and for you, the user, it strictly requires access to technology and a reliable internet connection. We also know it can be incredibly painful to cancel or get a refund once you're stuck behind those automated digital walls. Plus, there's always a threat of system downtime. If a server crashes, nobody's going anywhere. And honestly, we completely lose that personal touch. You don't have a human travel agent to reassure you or quickly fix a complex mistake anymore. It's just a purely transactional relationship now.
Section 3. Booking flights step by step. So for travel, something like booking a flight, the journey happens in 4 pretty seamless steps. First, search. You punch in your dates and destination, and the system instantly scours its global database for matches. Second, selection. You review that massive list and pick the best option for your schedule and, your wallet. Third, booking and payment. And this is where the real magic happens, as the system securely communicates with your bank to instantly transfer funds straight to the airline. And finally, step 4, instant confirmation. You immediately receive your itinerary. It's basically 4 massive digital handshakes across different global servers, completely seamless, giving you peace of mind without you ever needing to speak to a single human operator.
Section 4. Reserving seats for live events. Now, live events require a slightly more complex 5-step process. Step 1 is selecting the specific performance date and time. Step 2 is choosing your specific spots on a visual, interactive map of the venue. Now, step 3 is where it gets absolutely crucial, the database check. The system has to instantly scan to ensure the specific little dots you just clicked are actually still free. Then comes step 4, the temporary hold, which is followed finally by step 5, payment and generating your e-ticket. Actually, I want to pause on step 4 for a second, because that no longer available warning is the star of a very dramatic mini-narrative we've literally all lived through. When you click those seats, the system initiates a temporary hold. It slaps this invisible, no longer available sign on your seats for everyone else in the entire world. It locks out all other buyers to give you a ticking window, usually around, 5 to 10 minutes, where you are frantically typing in your credit card details. It's that absolute nail-biting moment where the system protects your choice, but only if you can win the race against the timer to finish the checkout. Now, sports events, they tweak this formula just a bit. Because fans usually travel in packs, sports databases are specifically optimized to sell seats in large blocks. They'll often suggest entire rows for your group rather than individual spots.
And because major sports events often draw massive global crowds, these systems usually feature integrated add-ons. So during checkout, the exact same system might seamlessly connect you to an airline and a hotel database, letting you build a huge multi-industry booking all from one single interface. A real game changer for fans traveling abroad.
Which brings us to Section 5, the final destination, e-tickets and QR codes. Think about the old analog way for a minute. It required calling and speaking to a human operator, blindly trusting them to update a physical ledger, and then waiting for physical paper tickets to arrive in the mail, which you then had to guard with your absolute life until event day. The new way? It's entirely localized right in your pocket. Instant e-tickets delivered via email, translating massive database entries into simple, scannable codes right on your smartphone screen. And that brings us to the real hero of the modern entry gate, the QR code, which stands for Quick Response Code. It's a square barcode containing every single piece of data from that massive digital booking journey we just talked about. Your payment validation, your identity, and your specific seat coordinates, all baked into a little square. It elegantly bridges the highly complex digital backend process directly to your physical entry at the venue gate. A laser reads the screen, checks the database one final time, and boom, the turnstile clicks open. So I want to leave you with this thought. Next time you hold out your phone and casually scan that little square barcode to walk into a theater, a massive stadium, or an airplane, will you think about the massive, instant global network working invisibly behind the scenes? We are talking about systems processing thousands of transactions every single second on a global scale. Millions of lines of code, real-time database checks, and instant banking transfers, all executing in fractions of a second just to make absolutely sure that when you sit down, your exact seat is waiting only for you. It really is a modern marvel of structured data. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and hey, keep questioning how the world around you actually works.